Here we are. We finally got there. My version of WrestleMania 38. It has betrayals. It has title changes. It has everything you'd want in a season finale. So enough of me rambling on. Let's go. Let's go and explore my version of WrestleMania 38. Let's go. And hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stuart Van, and welcome to episode 26 and the season finale of my modern day WWE save on TW 2020. Yes, this is the season finale of season 1. We've got there. We've been through day 1. We're here at the end of WrestleMania. If you haven't know but already, obviously I did like a nice little video explaining what I'm going to do at the end of this year and beginning of next year. The link will be at the top somewhere up there. So, but yes, this is the season finale. Obviously, I thought it'd be a good way to end season 1 with my version of WrestleMania 38. I'm going to rebook it from top to bottom. There's going to be one or two matches that will be similar to the WrestleMania we got this year, but it's pretty much an entirely different show. Obviously, we've got all kinds of awesome matches. We had the 6-man ladder match for the United States Championship. You have the match between the Intercontinental title with Drew McIntyre going against Shinsuke Nakamura. You have the main event between Brock and Roman. A little bit of a twist. And also many other amazing matches there as well. With similar ones, obviously we've got Becky versus Bianca Belair, and obviously I've got a submission match between Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair as well. Many other cool stuff there. But yes, if you want to make sure you don't miss season 2 or any more of this stuff in the near future, please like and subscribe. As I've said, I've got big plans for 2023, so it's going to be a good show. I've got a lot of plans. Hopefully we can build from this. Obviously a good start from season 1. Let's make sure we can build more in season 2. But one more thing to do. That's my WrestleMania. So enough of me rambling on. Let's start with the 6-man ladder match for the US title. Let's go. So we start my version of WrestleMania 38 with a 6-man ladder match for the United States Championship, with Damian Priest defending his title against The Miz, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio for 48. Not bad, not good. 48 is a good start. It's a good, if you're not going to get anything high scores, sadly. But so obviously no surprise here. The top scores is obviously was it KO with a KO with a 44? But then obviously Seth Rollins got a 56. No surprise there. 35, Miz being lowest. But yeah, all similar levels. So good start here. So kind of how this match was going to go out. It's going to be high spots. It's going to have like stuff like Seth doing frog splash off ladders, KO doing cannonballs into like Alice bridge in the corner. Obviously got Dominic Mysterio being crazy, doing like a thing where there's a bridge ladder between the barricade and the apron, and obviously he has a ladder that's someone's on there, say KO is there, and obviously Dominic Mysterio climbs to the top and does like a leg drop, or maybe you can do like a frog splash like he's Eddie Guerrero, if you want to go on that storyline. So yes, that kind of cool stuff, but to kind of finish out for they're both 2 ladders bridge between inside the ring. All 6 men fighting one by one. They all fall off, and the final 2 is Dominic Mysterio and Seth Rollins. They fight out to the top. They're both at the top of the ladder. They both have hold of the United States Championship, but Seth Rollins swings the belt, hits him. Dominic Mysterio, he goes out, he goes down, and Seth Rollins grabs the belt, and he is your new United States Champion. This was a hard one to book because I wasn't quite sure who to go for. I went for Seth because obviously in real life he was the United States Champion, but I think it is good for what I want to do in the future with the United States Championship, and because it's Seth freaking Rollins, I think him being the champion makes more sense. I was originally, for Finn Balor, but the way I think I booked it kind of made more sense that Seth won the match. Dominic Mysterio I think was a bit too early. KO could have been a good choice, but I think Seth's a better option. Damian Priest got a check, but I think he had a good run. I tried to build him up as this really fighting champion, and The Miz was just The Miz. Sounds horrible, but it was kind of in for the name and less about like ability. So hopefully I have bigger plans for him going into season 2 of this. So but 48, good start. I'm liking this. So so obviously after that we go backstage with Paul Heyman, talking to Brock, trying to convince him to calm down because his temper might be the reason he loses his the chance to win the Universal Championship. So let's go that for 51. Very good there, no surprise there. By the wise man that is Paul Heyman talking to Brock Lesnar. But yeah, so kind of a situation you just want to say you need to win. You need to, if you want this, you need to calm down. I know you want revenge, Brock, but you need to relax. You need to calm down, focus on winning that title tonight. If you really want to hurt him, winning that title would do just that. So yes, obviously you got that bit, but obviously I like the idea that Brock gets up and says, you focus on I'll focus on the in-ring stuff. Like he's not happy with Paul Heyman giving him advice like that. Because obviously Brock knows Paul Heyman. Or does he? That's what we'll find out later on. But yes, obviously after that we go to the second match of the evening. The eliminator match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship. With obviously talking about Roman. We're talking about the Usos are going to be facing the New Day, the champions. War Raiders and Angel Garza and Mustafa Ali in for that United States Championship for that SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Let's find out. And the winner and new WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions in the Viking Raiders, but I still call them the War Raiders. So yeah, so 46, very good here. Eric was off his game a bit. Obviously the top, no surprise that the New Day and the Usos are the top scorers in their teams. But I have to admit, both sides, I think even the War Raiders and Mustafa Ali and Angel Garza have done well here as well. But yeah, so obviously it's eliminator. Obviously I think the War Raiders got the right to be the last team to come in this eliminator, so that was cool. So that I like that. So but yeah, I think I've done this as eliminator. But yeah, so obviously last person, it was the next New Day first, and Angel Garza and Mustafa Ali. Then the back and forth near falls, but the final two are the New Day and the War Raiders. Back and forth, both hitting their finishers, both kick out. But I like the idea that basically just like they're both like fighting, pulling themselves up. They're out, and then just one more strike, and then the War Raiders were the ones that hit their finisher again, gets the win, and is your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. They put Angel Garza, but I put the way I put it anyway. But yeah, so yeah, good stuff there. Get a New Day, makes sense. I think Usos, it made sense. I want new champions and someone that's in fresh, so it's not just the Usos and New Day, and try and see if I can build up that tag division next season. But I do plan to put a lot of big teams in there, try and build it up. So I look forward to seeing where that goes, where my mind leads to that one. But obviously after that, obviously not everyone's happy with them winning the match, and obviously there's a brawl after the match for a 40, very good there. Actually, it's really solid start when you think about it. But yes, obviously after that, obviously the Usos not happy, knowing that Roman's going to be pissed, so they're trying to get more momentum, so at least the momentum can be on their side. Doesn't work. New Day coming in for the save. Obviously, then we have a situation where New Day and the War Raiders show respect. They pick up the tag titles, give them to the War Raiders as a show of respect, and yeah, that's how it ends. Just a nice two babyface teams. Show respect for each other. That sometimes it's nice. Not everything's got to be a turn. But yeah, cool stuff there. So obviously after that we hear from Edge that obviously his match would be next against AJ Styles, kind of putting across that he wants to end AJ, or in a sense he wants to end this facade that everyone thinks that he's phenomenal, because he is phenomenal, because he's the rated R superstar. For 51, and yes, I put Funaki. This game is harsh, but Funaki. I put Funaki, yes, because I thought in the interview, SmackDown's number one announcer, had to be done. So that's what I did here. So obviously, yeah, with Edge, kind of like, he doesn't want to destroy him, but everyone keeps saying about AJ's phenomenal. Edge is phenomenal as well. And he came back to win the world title, but he also came back to show people why he is the best. Why he is the ultimate opportunist, the rated R superstar. So, but yes, obviously that sets up the match quite nicely. That match is next. Is Edge words going to back up his words, or is AJ going to get one up on the rated R superstar? Let's find out. And the winner of that match is, for 59, very good, AJ Styles defeating Edge in a 13-minute match. 60 by AJ, 52 by Edge. But yeah, I like this feud. I think they kind of jumped the gun with this one. I like the idea that it was just like this first time we built out 3 months. For 59, that's very good. I mean, just to get that 60, because I think that's the best match. It's probably the second best match we've had in this season so far. So, but yeah, good stuff here. Obviously, a good storyline and might continue it after the next season. Might not, don't know yet. Still on the fence of it. But yeah, some matches what were back and forth. Crowds really into it. Edge both hit their finishers. We've got was it the Styles Clash on Edge. Edge kicks out. Edge hits the spear. Edge kicks. Was AJ kicks out. Then obviously we got a thing where we tried to. Was it Edge tried to use the ropes as well, trying to cheat as well, but didn't. The ref saw it. But then obviously the back. They say the submission, but I like the idea of it being a back and forth, where you do pin, you do pin, you do pin, and AJ just gets the win. Just that split second where he can put Edge's shoulders to the mat and get that free count would probably make more sense to what I'm going to do next than just he taps that to a submission. So 59 there, very good match. But after that, Edge is not happy with this how this ended, and he attacks AJ after the match for a 64. Bruce Pritchard as world agent, yeah, I have to look at that. But it still didn't affect the score really. 64, it's pretty good, better than the match. Yes, Edge attacks, jumps AJ from behind. I've put he's kind of turned heel, but I'd have fixed that in the game. Not quite sure how to do that in the game just yet. So that'd be a thing. That'll be fixed on season 2 when we get back to it. I will be. But next season, Edge will be a heel. So yes, he turns heel. It's kind of been teased for the last couple of months. But yeah, the idea that Edge turns heel makes sense because obviously all this talk sounds heelish, and he did try to cheat, so he attacks AJ with a spear, hits him. I like the idea that basically takes a concerto and hits him with the concerto, takes him out, and Edge stands tall, and everyone's asked the question, why Edge? Why? That seems to be the old saying, but I kind of like it. But yeah, so obviously he attacks him there. We're going to find out next season why he did it. Utterly teasing you guys, but it's the way it's this. I'm going to put this whole show up. So after that, obviously we hear from Alexa Bliss, that is one of the favourites to win the women's battle royal with the opportunity for a women's title shot on any brand up for grabs. So she gets for 55. Very good here, actually, very good. I mean, I'm not surprised. Alexa Bliss is good on the mic and she's very good. But yes, obviously build up. She's just come back from being like possessed by Bray Wyatt. Obviously he's not in this save, or is he? Yet, so I like the idea that especially she wants to go on the redemption arc, and she wants to go back to what she used to be, and that is going after and challenging and winning championships. I like the idea that tonight she's going to show people that it's good, that she's back, and the goddess wants to win some gold, and to prove to the world that anyone can change if they put their mind to do it and have the right friends behind them. So yeah, sets up quite nicely. The question is, will she win? Will she win now? That's the question. So, obviously next the women's battle, I put OG Diet Battle Royal, but it's just the women's Wrestlemania Battle Royal. I put a bit of tease on it saying it actually wins a title shot. So it's kind of a de facto Royal Rumble, but another Royal Rumble. But I wanted to put something interesting in there. So anyway, who's going to win? Who's going to win the Battle Royal? And the winner is Shayna Baszler wins with a 39 battle royal. No surprise. Obviously, some of the people in there, not a lot of high-low scores in there, but 39 very good there. Yes, obviously, I was Shayna Alexa Bliss. Yes, I could have got her to win, but I think Shayna Baszler's always been in the books to win this for a long time, and I think for where I want her to go next, I think it makes sense. But obviously, this in more heat and this terrible match. Thank you, game. You are very honest. It's kind of why I like it. But yes, obviously this kind of stuff. I'm not going to do every elimination. Obviously stuff with was it Liz Morgan and Rhea Ripley. That's just a situation they eliminate each other. I just remember she's not even in the match. Wow, terrible booking on my end, but it doesn't really matter in the end. But yes, obviously she's yes, obviously that kind of stuff is bad. Obviously let's say that happens anyway. Oh, there she is. Rhea Ripley. Yes, she is. Yeah. That happens. Obviously, they get like fight on the apron. They go outside. Obviously, all the stuff with Alexa Bliss and everybody else. And I think that, and obviously, we do. Sonya Deville is in this match. I think. Did I put? Yes, I put Sonya Deville in there. I don't even know a lot about this match, but yeah. So the way it's gonna not be rattling. This match ended. Is that obviously final two is Alexa Bliss and Shayna Baszler. Obviously, let's say Alexa Bliss eliminated Sonya Deville earlier on in the match. Sonya Deville isn't happy. They're both fighting on the apron, obviously, and it looks like Alexa Bliss is just about to win. And then Sonya Deville comes out of the crowd and basically like trips her up, or just like distracts her. And then Shayna Baszler just has enough time to push, sit there, boom, pushes her off, and is your winner of the Women Battle Royal. Yeah, I think a story between Sonya Deville and Alexa Bliss might be a cool thing to do in the future. Obviously, the stuff with Xylee and Toni Storm happened as well. Xylee eliminated Toni Storm learning the match, so they can sort of put calm to that feud possibly. But yeah, so 39, I wasn't expecting it to be crazy. I mean, it would be nice to get 40, but I mean, yeah, it's actually pretty good for like some of the best match we had is 59, 30, and the ladder match was one about late 40. 39 sounds around about right, because a lot of names that I don't use a lot in this match, so it bring the score down. But yeah, so good stuff there. Obviously, we had Sonya Deville costing Alexa Bliss the match. Obviously, let's go. Yeah, and yeah, so obviously after that, we go for 52, very good there. Obviously, we got Randy Orton checking on Riddle once again, just to try and see, are we on the same page, right? I know we've had our differences, you've had your problems, but this is go time with Triple Threat. This is for tag titles. We need to keep them focused. And I like the idea that Matt Riddle doesn't really say anything, and he's kind of like shakes his head, but the kind of his face is like, we're not, man, we really aren't. So we kind of don't know where his head's at, because he doesn't say anything. I kind of like in a way, but yeah, so obviously. So obviously after this match, we've got the triple threat for the WWE World Tag Team Champions, with RKO defending the titles against Street Profits and the Alpha Academy. And so let's find out who's going to win, who's going to be. We're going to have new champions, or we're going to have the RK Bro going to retain their championship. Let's find out, and the winner is 4A 46. Actually, that's actually really good. And we have new tag team champions in the Alpha Academy. Yes, obviously, I booked this differently. I originally was supposed to put the Street Profits getting the win, but I like the idea that maybe the Alpha Academy wins because they kind of deserve it, and I think a feud between Alpha Academy and Street Profits makes sense because they already have them anyway. So you can see what I mean with this. But yes, obviously, Riddle is not involved in the finish in this one. Obviously, the reason that RK Bro lost the titles is because Riddle walked out on him. Just about to go for the to tag. Riddle walks out. Randy Orton looks stunned. Then obviously looks stunned, and then Alpha Academy hit their finisher for the win. And yeah, I like that idea. But this, back and forth. This is kind of how the match want to be. 46 there, but yeah, I'm happy with that. Just for this is kind of a thing it was originally supposed to be the Street Profits, but now when I think about it, it makes more sense as Alpha Academy. So makes sense. Sometimes on the fly, it makes a lot more sense. But yeah, good stuff here. Obviously, that means I'm doing an RK Bro split up. Don't panic. Doesn't mean I know Riddle is heel. Might not work, but I'm gonna find a way to make it work. Want to try something different. And yeah, some good stuff here. And yeah, so interesting to see where that comes next season. But after that, we let's find out if this actually is on the thing. But let's find out. Yes, obviously it is for 47. Obviously we've got Riddle looking at Randy Orton, looking at Riddle at the top of the ramp, asking why have you turned on me? But Riddle just doesn't look, a blank face, turns around and then just keeps walking after the match. So yeah, again, it's just another more set up for that big feud. Yeah, gonna set up that feud. Obviously, I haven't put him turn heel, but I need to find a way on the game to do that. But that's the way it is. But obviously after that, we hear from Roman Reigns. It is absolutely fuming with the Usos not winning the tag titles tonight, because it's supposed to be the Bloodlines night, but it's not working out the way it was supposed to be. For a 47, very good there. But yes, it's kind of berating him, saying, do you know what this is? Tonight it's supposed to be a night we're supposed to have all the titles. The Bloodline's supposed to dominate. It's supposed to be the top of the mountain, and you lose. And even that, you're not even involved in the finish. Roman's like, he's just disgusted with him, and he's like, get out of my sight. Get out of this building right now. And you're just like, but what about the title match? No. Go. So Roman's so furious, he doesn't want, they're too much of a liability tonight. And so he doesn't want them in the building. So Roman Reigns kicks out the Usos. So it looks like they're not going to be involved in the match. Roman's going alone against Brock tonight. Interesting. Could that be a bad move for him? We'll find out later on tonight. But obviously after that, we go backstage. Obviously with there seems to be some an attack out backstage with Charlotte Flair attacking Sasha Banks, attacking that arm once again. 447. Yes, I think I like the idea that basically like Charlotte Flair is so afraid of Sasha Banks that she's trying to get an advantage. Yes, she took out her arm on the arm at SmackDown, but she goes after it again just to give her more momentum, something to aim at, target in that submission match that is going to be next. And obviously done it so close to it, she can't really recover. So will this affect Charlotte Flair? I mean, Sasha Banks in this match? We'll find out, because that match is next. The submission match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair champion, Sasha Banks the challenger. Let's find out who's going to walk out with the SmackDown Women's Championship. And the winner is, for a 45, yes, Sasha Banks wins the submission match with submission with the bankrupt. It's not what it's called. It's called the bank statement. Or it's not actually a move. Let's just talk about it. So 45, obviously a 45 by Sasha Banks, a 44 by Charlotte Flair means it's around about the right score here. I just wanted to be a really good match. Obviously the match was too long to give the but submission match, you really got to push it. Come on, it's two of the best women wrestlers in the company. You got to give them time. So yes, obviously the way I put this match, obviously Charlotte keeps working on the arm that she injured. Sasha Banks really selling it, really showing that, looks like even the commentator's going, we need to stop this match. And it stops match. Obviously I like to think Sasha Banks gets back into it, locks in the figure 4 leg lock on Charlotte. Just a bit insult to injury, but she gets out of it. Charlotte locks the bank statement on that injured arm. Nearly taps, but just about gets to the rope because she knows to get out. But I like the idea of locking in I like the idea that basically Charlotte Flair's probably been pairing for all the submissions that she thinks Sasha Banks knows. But I like the idea that Sasha Banks wins with submission that she didn't know she knew. And for some reason, I don't know why, I like the idea of Sasha Banks doing a cattle mutilation submission. Bryan Danielson would know very well what that is. And hitting that submission, and Charlotte, because of the unknown, just taps out, and is your new, and that means Charlotte Flair is your new WWE SmackDown Women's Champion. Yes, obviously in real life she's not even in the company, but in this one I plan to actually book her the way that she probably should be booked. So that's interesting to see. But yeah, we're new champions. But as I said, season finale, all refreshing here. But Charlotte Flair's not your champion. Sasha Banks is. And obviously after the match for 44, we get a nice little celebration with her holding the title up high and confetti, and that's doing that nice stuff. And yeah, she holds the title and is your new SmackDown Women's Champion, really. So yeah, cool stuff here. Obviously, after that, we hear from a possible winner of the Audience Memorial Battle Royal and a previous winner of it, Cesaro, talking about his chances and why tonight is going to be his night. All this talk of rising to the top this year is going to start tonight. For 67, a very good promo here by the Swiss Superman. But yeah, so kind of talking about the Battle Royal too, as you can say, he's going to make that Battle Royal mean something again. It hasn't been the same since I won it all those years ago. And I said this year I'm going to finally fulfill my potential in this company. And it's all going to start with me winning this Battle Royal tonight. So yes, obviously that means that battle's next. Obviously, 20 men. Winner has an opportunity for a title shot of any world title he wants. And yeah, so we'll find out next who's going to win. We'll find out now. And the winner of the Battle Royal is, for 44, very good, Cesaro does win it. And it becomes the first ever 2 times on the Memorial Battle Royal winner. Yeah, so I mean, nothing really crazy when it happened in this match. I like the idea that maybe like, what's the word? Stuff like people like Commander Aziz get used to comeuppance. Was it Gary Stevenson takes out Apollo Crews again? Dolph Ziggler gets eliminated by him. Yeah, you got stuff like obviously Happy Corbin gets a little bit of revenge on Santos Escobar. That kind of, the stuff. It's just all that. Sheamus gets involved. Obviously, you got Iron Dragunov is in there just to put a bit of salt in there. All the people that have set up in this match, and it's really good match here. 44, I'm happy with it. But the finish is basically I like the idea maybe just do a bit of homage. Cesaro does the big slam on that. Say the final one was Dragunov, just because I think it'd be a great showcase for Dragunov to show that what they are and what he is. Them two fight it out, but it's just the experience of Cesaro takes that Dragunov, throws him over the top, and I mean Cesaro has an opportunity for the World Championship whoever he picks, Raw or SmackDown. We'll find that out next season. But yeah, 44, very good actually. The Battle Royals have actually done really good scores here. 39 for the women's is good, and 44 for this is very good as well. So yeah, good stuff here. So we have a new number 10 for the World Championship. We'll find out. But will we have a new Intercontinental Champion? We'll find out. Obviously, Drew has some things to say about that in a promo. Next for 40. Oh, right, yeah. We got Cesaro celebrating with the trophy, and yeah, obviously lack of interest doesn't matter. I just like the idea of just celebrations. I want it to be a happy show, maybe. But yeah, so that's so obviously that happened first. Obviously after that we do hear from the Intercontinental Champion in Drew for the possible new Intercontinental Champion in Drew McIntyre for 44, interviewed by, yes, I'm just going to put Funaki because I like Funaki as an interviewer and this is really cool. It's WrestleMania, so why not? So yes, obviously just talking about how what he's been saying for weeks. This is going to be the WrestleMania. He's going to get his WrestleMania moment. He's earned it. He feels he deserves it. And tonight he's going to win. He's going to win that Intercontinental Championship and continue to put pride on that very important title. And yeah, and I know no one's going to stop him tonight. And Funaki's just standing there being happy. But 44. So that match is next. Intercontinental Championship match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Drew McIntyre for the IC title. Who's going to win? And the winner is Drew McIntyre for 54. Very good there. Maybe a bit too long, but I think this match deserved to be long. 55 by Drew. 58 by Shinsuke Nakamura. The crowd were pretty up for this. Good. That's very good there. But yeah, so this is kind of match. I've been booking this for ages. Ever since I started this booking, Drew was always going to win the IC title because I feel that, again, this title, again, with the US needs to be a big title. And Nakamura, I've been trying to put as more of a fighting champion. Drew, more of with that title, we could do wonders with it. So that's what my plan is to do there. But yeah, this is the way I put this. That'd be basic kind of like technical match early on. Both each other know quite well at this point. You got Nakamura hitting the Kinshasa. Drew kicks out. Drew McIntyre hits the Claymore. Shinsuke Nakamura kicks out. Back and forth push. Then the finish is Shinsuke Nakamura goes for the Kinshasa. Drew McIntyre gets out of the way, hits a future shock DDT, obviously shocks Nakamura, then he turns around, boom, another Claymore kick, 1, 2, 3, and you have your new Intercontinental Champion in Drew McIntyre. So obviously after the match, obviously there was a lot of respect, so Drew gives him the title and shows respect as there was some there, just a more competition, competition. There's no, bad blood between these two. And that gets a 63 with the crowd really liking that. Nakamura comes across well here, that's good. And so everyone, he looks strong in defeat, but Drew is your new IC champion. And yeah, a lot of the titles are changing in this show, and that means for a 63, very good there. Obviously, after that, we have a thing with the New Day talking to Big E, because obviously this is a big thing for Big E. The idea that last time he faced Bobby Lashley in a title match, he lost. So now he wants to win, and it's a WrestleMania. So again, it's the nerves are getting to him. And guess who comes to talk to him? Yes, his old brothers. Obviously, they've had a defeat tonight, but they're still up and happy for 57. The many members of New Day kind of comfort Big E, saying, "You've got this. You're Big E. You're going to win this match, and you're going to prove to people that you can be down and out, but the power of positivity will always shine through." And this is what it's going to be like. And obviously, Big E was really rejuvenated by that. And he feels happy, and he a bit of laugh, a bit of joking, and then he goes into that very confident for the WWE Championship match with Big E going against Bobby Lashley. Will Big E get his win? Will he finally win back that title and his confidence? Or Bobby Lashley once again show why he is the Almighty? Let's find out. And the winner of this match is, for 55, Big E wins his title back for a 55. A 63 by Big E, very good there. 61 by Bobby, very good. Maybe a bit too long, but again, I like long matches when it comes to big matches like this. Yeah, I just think it was kind of obvious since day one when he won the Royal Rumble. His story was very similar to Hangman and Page, a guy losing his confidence and slowly but surely building his way up. But I've got plans for him. It's not going to be over this lack of confidence thing. But that talk with the New Day really gave him that confidence, and he hits the big ending to get the win. But the way I like the idea at the beginning of this match, Bobby Lashley shows his strengths. Lifting up for like a press slam to really show what kind of strength he is. Big E gets back into it. But Bobby Lashley doesn't like this. But then obviously the finish with Big E powers out of the Hurt Lock, and then Bobby Lashley while he's fighting, and then he signals for the big ending, hits it 1, 2, 3, and it's your new WWE champion for 55. Very good there. I'm happy. And obviously we end with the New Day coming into the ring, holding up Big E, like they hold it up Kofi when he won the WWE Championship all those years ago for a 47. I didn't put them in it, but they would be there. They're celebrating, and Big E is your new WWE champion. So maybe they didn't win the tag, they lost the tag titles, but their boy Big E is your new WWE champion. So they're happy, very happy here. So yeah, good stuff here. I mean, I think this show hasn't been spectacular, but it's got some cool stuff. But there's still 2 more matches left to go. But before we go to the next match, we hear from the WWE Raw Women's Champion in Becky Lynch being asked, does she fear Bianca Belair? And obviously her answer is no for 41. Yes, Funaki's been out. He's purported more. I used him not so well. Might have to find out who the commentators are. But yeah, it's fine. 41 there for Becky Lynch. Basically talking about how scared she is. She's not scared, and she's going to show her why she is big time Becky Lynch, and she's going to show why this title is better off with someone like me, the man, the guy, Becky Lynch. And so it sets up, just kind of heel talk by Becky Lynch, but I like that kind of stuff. But so next stuff here, WWE Raw Women's Championship on the line, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, who's going to win? And we'll find out now. So who's going to win? The winner is, for 47, that's not the way it was supposed to be. Becky Lynch was not supposed to win that match. Okay, that's kind of screwed the pooch a little bit, but it's fine. We'll find a way around it. Yes, obviously Becky Lynch in this one has defended her title. It wasn't the way it was supposed to be. That's not good. So I found a way around that. On the next show. But 55 there, 45 by Becky Lynch. Yeah, just kind of screwing my pooch. The idea of this was basically the idea that Becky Lynch, similar to the match, was not supposed to win. Can't put down Bianca Belair, and she hits tries to get a chair. She isn't happy. Tries to get a chair. Bianca Belair drop kicks in the face, hits a KOD and gets the win. But that's I don't know. She hits. Manhouse Slammer. Let's say it's a roll up on the tights, and she gets a win that way. Let's go with that. It's kind of screwing pooch. Perfect example where you should always check before you book, but it's fine. I found a way around it. I know in real life I would be pissed if this is the way it went. But 47, yeah, kind of the next thing doesn't really work now either. For 41, let's do a situation where she's instead of being celebrating, she's kind of not celebrating. She's kind of commiserating yet again. She's messed up yet again against Becky Lynch. So yes, that's kind of not gone well. So that's a mess up, kids. Always check your work before you post it. But yes, obviously it's fine. I can find a way around it. It's a mistake. It happens, but it's still cool. But obviously that's not going to call the plan. But hopefully this one will. Obviously after that we hear from. We don't hear from them, but it's kind of we tail back to backstage, where it is Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns not seeing each other, but I kind of like the idea that they have a twins kind of screens, and they're both walking out, setting up for their big match, the main event, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, for the Universal title. Who's going to win? Is it going to be Brock Lesnar, or is it going to be Roman Reigns? Let's find out now. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's see if we can end this WrestleMania on a high. And the winner is, and still your WWE Universal Champion, and that is Roman Reigns for a 50. Not great. Obviously there's a confusion on what side it's on. That's fine. That's what I wanted. A bit too long. Maybe should have put it long. Good chemistry. Good stuff. 56 there. 63 Brock. 50. That's probably harsh, but that's fine. But yeah, this kind of match is kind of it to expect. Finishes after finishes, all kicking out, that kind of stuff. The finish I've put here is that obviously as you can see there, Paul Heyman turns on Brock Lesnar. That's probably why the score's a bit down, because obviously they haven't done the whole heel turn thing yet, so it's my messed up score, but that's fine. But yes, obviously this one is simple. Of what was it? The ref goes down, Brock asked Paul to get the chair, and he gives him he gets the chair, he looks at Brock, and he chucks it to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns looks stunned. Brock turns around in anger. Too busy focusing Paul Heyman. Turns around. Slap back. While he's doing that, Roman Reigns hits a chair on the back. Then he hits, just a bit insult to injury, Roman Reigns hits an F5 on Brock Lesnar on the chair. Ref just get up. Roman Reigns pins him. 1, 2, 3. And he's still your Universal Champion. On the game, obviously, I have to tweak it. Obviously, Paul Heyman is now with Roman Reigns. I think this is what they were going to do in the match in real life, but I think they messed up a bit, so I actually did it because it would be a cool thing. And obviously Brock should learn, never trust Paul Heyman because he always turns on him, but he never learns. But so obviously that's how I end the show. And we just end with another shocked face of Paul Heyman standing with Roman Reigns. For 37, that's not a great end to the show, but that's fine. So obviously it ends the show with that, with Paul Heyman shocked with his new tribal chief with Roman Reigns, and we have to find out why did he turn on Brock. We'll find out next season. But that ends the show. That's fingers crossed a good score. I think the best score we got was a 60 odd. I think for like the main show. So if we can get, I just want to get the best. So it's the best rated show. Let's find out. But I don't know about someone else scores. Let's find out. So what is it? What is the final show of this season 1 of my TEW save? Let's find out. What's the score of this WrestleMania? Let's find out. And the score is 55. That's actually not bad. I mean, it's not great, but actually might be the best, because I think the best show we had, I think, was so the best show we had was, I think, day 1. I think that's the best show we did. Might be wrong. We'll find out. I'll obviously find out when you check out the final kind of look over where everything is after season 1. But 55, good there. A lot of them, I admit, maybe a lot of the matches were too long. Luckily, there's no crowd burnout. That was a bit wide, because obviously it's a 4-hour show. Didn't really fit the show, that match. Obviously, the best match, I think, was the opener, possibly with the US title. I think maybe, was it, I think Big E might have been the biggest one. Or was it AJ? I think AJ and Edge was the best match of the card so far. But that's fine. I mean, a lot of them were pretty even. Nothing really stood out. I think we'll have to get a 60, but it might, if it comes off course at the end of the show that it's the best show, I'm up for it and I'm happy with it. So yeah, I'm happy with that. 55, not a bad way to end the season. And kind of sets up nicely for all the little things I plan for season 2 of this TEW save. So cannot wait to show you guys in the new year. So yeah, 55, really happy with that. So yeah, 55, not exactly what I was expecting. I was hoping to maybe get the biggest score on the final show of this season, but 55 is good. I think maybe they might have lost some scores because some of the matches were a bit longer than probably they should have been. I probably shouldn't have put like maybe 18-20 minutes on the IC title match, or a bit more on the main event, but it's the way it is. We're all learning. This whole season's been a learning curve in a way. But yeah, 55, I think that's still did beat our 61 for Elimination Chamber. Obviously, that's still the best show we did in this season anyway. Hopefully, we beat it in season 2. But yeah, good stuff. I mean, it's a good way to end it. I think I've got some cool story beats that I'm looking forward to exploring in season 2. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed that. So yeah, a good finish to a very mixed but kind of up and down season. Hope you've enjoyed season 1. I enjoyed doing it. Hasn't been up and down in the end, but we got there. We got there in the end, and I plan some big plans in 2023. So, but yeah, if you want to make sure you're not missing out any of that, please like and subscribe. The links will be in somewhere up there. And so obviously there's one more video I'm going to do. Obviously this is the season finale, but I'm going to do a nice little roundup or retrospect of where we are so far. In that video we're going to look at all kinds of stuff. We're going to look at obviously superstars I was kind of really, wrestlers really building, see if where they started and where they are, see if we really built them. If I haven't, we'll look a bit more in depth from why we'll have the best show, who has the titles become even more important, like have they gone up, has everything gone up. We're just going to have a nice little look, see where we are, and give us a nice little a starting block to push when we go back to season 2, when we start booking a bit more. So yes, that'll be out sometime next week, and please look out for that. If you want to go on my Twitter at StuartIrvine91, that's be where if you want to find any more information about that, or my Instagram at Irvine/Stuart, to check that out as well, because I post a lot of my stuff in there as well. So but yeah, hope you've enjoyed this season. Please let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this season, what you think I should do better, what I did bad. Let me know. Be constructive though, because I don't think I can take you saying I'm rubbish, because it's a bit harsh. But yeah, it's in two next year, for this season anyway. In two next time. Hope you enjoyed. I've been Stuart Vine, and I'll be back. I'll be back with one more video, and then I'll be back in 2023 with big plans. So until then, hope you enjoyed this series, and I'll be back soon for more TEW 2020 content. So until then, have an awesome rest of your week, and see you guys soon. All right, bye.